The start stream button. What is up, comrades? This is Damon from Transformed Gaming, and
Hello, it is I, Chloe.
here with a brand new game to stream. Alright, it should be screen sharing you now, Chloe.
My goodness.
And we're both going in blind. Why is it just now saying controller recommended?
You're fucked.
You see, I do not own a controller for my computer.
My god, it's so cute.
Chloe, can you Google something for me real quick?
Sure, what am I Googling?
Can just let me grab the packaging real quick. Can you Google if a Nintendo Switch enhanced wired controller works for PC? I know it's a long shot, but... Audio. Let's bring that down. Attack is... Okay.
And, what, sorry?
A Nintendo enhanced wired controller. I'm just looking through the keybinds right now. There's a lot of buttons.
Which wired controllers are designed specifically to work with Nintendo Switch consoles? While the controller may connect to the PC, there may be compatibility issues that occur, preventing the user from receiving full functionality of the controller.
Hey, the boy best! Welcome to the stream! We're just, setting up the game because I did not know beforehand that controller is recommended. We'll try it with the keyboard and mouse, and if that doesn't work well, we'll try it with my Nintendo Switch controller. It has a
may
Pikachu.
Or may not work.
Pardon?
May or may not work. It just see.
Hence why it's only a backup. Alright. New save. Are you mentally ready?
Never mentally ready for anything. Let's do this.
Praise the Lamb, conduit to great power, promise the liberator of the one who waits below. Yet sacrificial beasts take heed, for a crown cannot sit upon two brows. What? We are going in blind. So, da boy, how you doing tonight?
My god, I love it.
It's so cute. We're handcuffed. Or tied up somehow.
Go talk to see if you can talk to the dude off in the corner. Oh, okay, never mind.
I don't think they're friendly. And we're no longer able to go back. That totally isn't, ominous at all. I mean, this won't be our first time making a cult. We have made many Among Us cults. Okay, I think we'll take turns playing these guys. Before us stands the last of its kind. All others we have hunted down and put to the blade.
Final sacrifice, the prophecy will be impossible to fulfill.
The heretic who lies bound below will be condemned to eternal captivity.
Old faith shall be preserved.
Froggy Boy didn't speak. Or did he?
You first.
There's a lot of chains here.
Thank you.
Come closer. Fear not, for though you are already dead, I still have need of you. Those foolish bishops thought they could keep you from me and death, but instead they sent you straight to me. I will give you life again, but at a price. Can you hear this, by the way?
You hear it?
All I ask is for you to start a cult in my name. Do we have a deal? Yes or absolutely?
So fucking lootly.
I got the achievement Deal with the Devil on Steam. This is going to be an interesting game, I dare say. If I remember correctly, left click is attack, and space is to dodge roll, yes. We's an angy lamb. Oh, that's an enemy.
I eat you.
Pardon?
Eat you.
One more time? I think
they want to eat you. I'm gonna go grab some water. I'll be right back.
Yep. I'm just gonna take a quick sip of water. I was sent to guide you. We are deep in the lands of the old faith and in grave danger. My instructions are to lead you to safety. Continue through the woods. Escape lies ahead. I will be close by. Let us destroy their camp. Tab to open inventory. We have 1 coin. I am causing destruction. Okay, so the aiming works like in Hades. Good to know. Pardon?
I am I'm back.
I am destroying their encampments.
Doing destruction without me?
Destruction is a good. And I'm kinda hoping that one of these times I'll be rewarded for my destruction.
Could be.
Like how sometimes in Pokemon, you get stuff for looking in garbage cans. Okay, I need to edit the audio setting a bit.
Is a baby?
Pardon?
See a baby, I think?
Oh, that. We have nearly reached safety, but look ahead, another poor soul about to be sacrificed. Rescue them and they would have no choice but to join your new cult.
I love how happy we look.
That's not us.
Almighty bishops of old faith, we ask you to accept the sacrifice of this wretched soul.
Hey, who interrupts our ritual and trespasses on sacred ground? I did not expect that they would spawn more.
Usually spawn more.
Okay! Follower awaits indoctrination.
Got it then.
We have reached safety. You have done well. The red crown will allow you to use those markings on the ground to transport yourself great distances. It will take you to a temple that has fallen to ruin. There you will be able to begin your new cult. I will meet you there.
Fuck is this person?
Someone who was sent to help us.
Don't trust it.
Heretics defeated.
Hell yeah.
And in under 5 minutes, too. Please select a difficulty. Listen, I want to put it on easy because I'm trying to stream this and get content. And grinding continuously is not good content. Okay, I can't. This hallowed ground which once was mine is now yours. This crumbling ruin is to be the site of your new cult. You have much to do. We begin by indoctrinating this poor soul into the warm embrace of your cult.
Love how we're just going from side to side.
Just swishing. Followers can gather resources for you. Order this one to collect lumber or stone.
Please spell me.
We'll, allow them to keep their name. Or wait, it's a cult tradition to, give them a new name. That's right. Yeah, that'll work. Choose form. A piggy. Choose color. Alright, piggy! Choose variant. Hey, wild red piggy! Okay. I would rather avoid getting stone if I have to do so. By your hand, our cult will grow powerful. But your followers cannot live on prayer alone. They must eat. Gather the necessary resources and build a cooking fire. It will allow you to prepare meals for your followers.
Every time you're talking to somebody and the lamb is just going from side to side, I'm rocking my head side to side too.
Okay, I need one more stone. Yes, we need a cooking fire. That's okay by me.
Cute.
Okay, cool. Your followers need to eat and it is up to you to provide meals for them.
Me starving, Damon.
It's not telling me how to move past this. Oh, gotta be D. Gotta give it the D.
But no.
The hunger of your cult can be seen to the top left of the screen. When this gets too low, followers will begin to starve. Find more food while crusading. Pick routes that pass through foraging locations. Plant farms to grow your own food. Seeds can be purchased or found whilst crusading. Plenty of lumber. Build. Okay. Collect berries.
Murray.
I don't understand. I'm trying to pick the berries.
In front of the bush.
Yeah, but it's not giving me berries.
We try a different bush.
Maybe. Work. No. Oh, I have to hold down. Okay. Now let us cook a meal. Cook. Now we must build a shrine, but first we will need more followers and more gold. The boy best, welcome back. How you doing tonight?
Gotta get the gold.
Both of which can be found when crusading through the lands of the Old Faith. Our mutual benefactor, the one who waits, has been trapped by the 4 bishops of the Old Faith. Each of them guards a chain that binds him to the realm beyond.
Like this person's secretly evil.
Chloe, we are evil. I don't
feel
think
this
anyone
one
in this game is a
betray
good guy.
Like this person's gonna betray us though.
We have conjured openings to their realms. It is your task to track them down and slay them so that he may be freed.
Did this motherfucker do anything for us?
He looks old. Now go. There you shall find gold and willing recruits for those who are not, and for those who are not willing, convert them by force.
Okay, but we look like a literal child.
Yeah, it's part of the, getting their guard down. Pardon?
Child.
Okay, so I'm guessing we're going here. Okay, I have 4 health.
How fast are we gonna die?
Well-balanced blade for dealing moderate damage. Heckram! Welcome to the stream, how you doing? Chloe and I are making a cult. A cult of the lamb. Thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. How you doing tonight? So I think this is where I'm supposed to go. I'm glad you're doing good. Chloe, you can take this one.
I was gonna call this person Neck. The Lamb, conduit of great power, promise liberator of the one that waits below.
Neck has no neck.
Cards showed me once, many lifetimes ago. Has that yet to be? Always drawn your cards, Lamb, and yet this is the first. These cards, and I will draw another each time we meet. Drawn by me, they will grant you power. Power? Well, both known and unfathomable. Cards, I'll decide. I was doing tarot cards earlier.
Pardon?
Doing tarot cards earlier. Not argue with the draw. Might as well argue with the ocean.
Which is pretty useless.
We look so cute when we're running.
It's so angy too.
Oh, adorable.
We need to get food.
Heck ton of berries.
Told you my destructive habits would come in handy.
The
I just like destruction.
chaos. We fit perfectly.
Correct. Thank you, Silly Piggy, for following. Thank you so much. Nice to have you here.
Try and break those
Try and break what?
mannequin thingies that were there.
Yeah, I don't think they break, or at least if they do, I don't have the patience for it. How you doing tonight, Piggy? This isn't ominous at all.
I like it.
Huh? How can this be? You were put to the blade, lamb, as all your kind were, and yet here you stand before me, unrepentant. The crown, his power, could it be? But I am stronger still. Turn tail and run, little lamb.
Say Leshy.
I think so.
Your shirt inside out and put your socks on backwards. Against a tree, cross-eyed.
You have come enough, far enough, little lamb. My followers are willing to do anything for me. Can you say the same of yours?
Give myself to the cause, O mighty leader.
By the blood of the great ones, destroy the red crown. It's adorable!
That thing got a period. That follower was weak as fuck. Oh my god, it's so cute!
It is.
Spare me. Spare me to your call. I will follow your teachings faithfully.
It's crying. Do I want the blueprint, the gold nugget? I don't need the berries from this. Blueprint or gold nuggets?
Gold.
Okay.
In good money.
You know the gold isn't the money in this game, right?
Hair gold's gold. Add it to your count though. There's 7 minutes.
I am relieved to see you made it safely, and you have not returned alone. You have convinced more to join our faithful flock. Let us indoctrinate this new convert so that we may continue.
convert me to your cult. I will follow your teachings faithfully.
Huno's a cute name. We'll leave it in the same form, but make it red.
Okay.
I want you chopping trees. Followers will either work or worship. Worshipping followers generate devotion for you to collect. But to collect devotion, you require a shrine. A shrine. It costs 30 coins.
48.
Well, now we have 18.
Was worth it.
Praise be, your followers can now worship you. We do love the indoctrination in a video game. In a video game.
The little birdie.
Here is a new follower. Assign them to worship at the shrine. Then collect the devotion your followers generate at the shrine to unlock divine inspiration. Oh, it's a little wolfie!
Please spare me.
We shall randomize the name to Magrebra. We're leaving the form and making a red wolfie.
Red is a wolf.
Pardon?
Wolf.
It looks like a wolf. Ignores dissenters when they preach. Generates devotion 15% faster. On recruiting follower, immediately lose 10 faith. Okay. Collect devotion from your shrine. Once you collect enough, you will unlock divine inspiration. The more followers worshipping at your shrine, the faster they will fill up. If the shrine is full, they will stop worshipping until it is emptied. Once you have collected divine inspiration, unlock new buildings for your cult through the shrine. Okay. Let's cook. So that the followers can eat. Sleeping bags. Ooh, I want a farm. Requires the temple. To unlock. Okay. Let's build the temple. It'll take 15 lumber. Okay. It won't take much to get an additional 6 lumber. Let's put the temple right here, I think. I've never actually heard of Chinese checkers. Okay, I need to build the temple. I set it up to build. Oh, I can help to build. Listen, I grew up in rural Nova Scotia. I'm lucky I've ever played regular checkers. The temple is the center of your cult. From there, you will preach sermons to grow stronger and perform rituals to mold the fragile minds of your followers. Oops. Chloe, you still here? I haven't heard you speak in a bit.
Because I'm chewing on a cheeseburger.
Oh. You are responsible for maintaining the faith of your cult. If it falls too low, your followers will dissent against you and eventually leave. You know what? Because you spoke about food, I'm gonna have a snack. Of chocolate-covered raisins. So, ha!
You always have to be eating something. Even if I'm not hungry when I'm watching something or playing video games, I always have to be munching on at least something.
I mean, I'm like that just in general. Remember the other day when I got stoned while we were playing a game? I forgot I got stoned and ate half a bag of chocolate-covered raisins. I was physically incapable of not refilling the bowl. I had to stop after the third time I nearly choked. Your followers are ready to hear your word. Show them that you are their great leader. Preach a sermon from within your temple. I love raisins. The texture is just so good. They're especially good when they're covered in chocolate. Because chocolate makes everything better.
Whew.
Strength through the flock. Through the faith of your followers, you grow stronger. Performing sermons will draw power from them and allow you to unlock new abilities, weapons, and curses.
I like curses.
Followers with a higher loyalty level will generate more devotion. Therefore, the more followers you have and the more loyal they are, the quicker you will gain new abilities. I would like an extra permanent half a heart.
No, we're dumbasses.
Pardon?
Dumbasses, we need it.
Hey, you're not the one actually playing.
I know.
You are amazing to behold, a natural leader. I see why you were chosen. If you are to guide your cult, you will need to declare doctrines so that they might obey you. Return to the lands of the old faith and seek out commandment stone fragments. With these, you will be able to declare new doctrines. You know, I was in a cult once. I think I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Had a coven.
I was in a cult once. Here godly blood was spilled. Here did death no longer wish to wait. Weird. I don't think it's that weird to have been in a cult once. Is it? What, we're playing a game about cults? I thought that it was a relevant anecdote. Are you reading chat, Chloe?
Huh.
Pardon? So you see why I'm laughing? Oh crap, I
Why
should've-
I'm laughing. Aside from how cute the lamb is, but like...
He is a very cute little lamb. I am glad I found you. I bring good news. The one who waits is pleased with your progress and wishes to grant you a crown ability. I love my raisins. Well, that's because most people have not been in a cult. Oh! We are stronger than before. Oh shit, I've been wasting it. Okay.
Can I kill the bird? Oh, no, it flew away.
Enemies you slay will now drop fervor. Collect this to replenish your curses. Fervor is the righteous anger earned by striking down non-believers and works like ammunition for your curses. Fervor will drop when you slay an enemy. Collecting it refuels your curses.
In the alpha?
I'm cutting the grass because apparently you can get grass, and maybe that's an important thing later. And like, if it's
Probably.
free, if it's free, why not get it, right?
Are we all but players in this game of chance?
Ooh, deals poison to enemies struck. I always love a good poison attack.
Overall weapon damage is increased by, something.
1.2 times, but like, poison.
Fates have spoken. Who will listen?
Like this person.
Not argue with the draw.
Ah yes, necky necky no necks. Thank you for contributing to the speedrun challenge. Silly piggy. I am both looking forward to and dreading it. And Chloe, I will rely on you to be there to read chat to me. Because, like, if I'm speedrunning, I won't be able to look away much. Gotta get the resources. They're so good. Follower will harvest bonus resources.
I love how cute the lamb is.
So do I.
Even have a name for the lamb, or is it just lamb?
I think it's just lamb. I hope we can name our cult. Which one should we go for? Oh wait, this one seems to have a follower on it. Gotta love friends who troll each other.
Huh?
In chat. I want to see if this really is a follower. Yep.
Donkey!
Donkey!
Worm, it is hungry, it feeds, it partakes in our flesh, but is that the price for safety? For that we gladly give it all we have. I haven't fucked up a single sentence yet, and I'm happy.
Sure. You totally haven't messed up any sentences. I will let you have this.
That count anyway.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Just let me eat a couple large raisins.
Large raisins.
I stole some devotion. And then I broke the shrine! Wait, what? No. Nope. Nope. I'm running. I did not want to be there whenever whatever put the shrine back together. That. So you foolishly persist, little lamb. I hear your lies and I smell your fear. The red crown rises again, but what an unworthy bearer it has. I have to kill Leshy and Darkwood. Chloe, do you like raisins?
I do not.
What if they're covered in chocolate?
Can't eat chocolate, Damon.
Oh yeah. I keep forgetting, I'm sorry.
It's okay. eons ago, lands were rife with gods and their adherents.
Do you want me to read this?
What befell the pantheon? Alas, the nature of beasts to forget and gods to be forgotten. Waiting for everything to load because it's weird. Hap they left, mayhap they slept, mayhap they devoured and were devoured in turn. Few who remained spread roots, spun webs, molded this world to meet them in theirs. A land of many gods once, hundreds. Oh.
Okay. Which commandment stone fragment do we want? Left, middle, or right?
Middle.
Agreed. Oh, I can get all three.
Get all three!
You have found enough fragments to form a commandment stone. Commandment stones are used to declare new doctrines for your cult to follow. Use the altar in your temple to declare a new doctrine whenever you form a new commandment stone. Do I want to switch my weapon? It would lower our
Your
damage.
damage.
Pardon?
Damage would go down. I wouldn't take it.
Yeah, I have a very in and out battle style.
Lawnmower lamb.
It's so cute! Okay, there is some bullet hell involved here.
Fun.
Oh. Okay. We survived with half a heart.
Oh, it's so cute! I like it.
Let's get the gold. Let's return to the cult.
Very good, my vessel. It seems I chose well when I kept you from death. Be watching your every move. Not disappoint me.
That's not ominous at all.
Clovers!
don't have anything up here. There.
Four-leaf clover.
Unsanitary conditions at your cult will cause your followers to become sick. If a follower becomes sick, assign them to bed rest or they could die. Resting will allow them to slowly recover. Poop, vomit, and dead bodies will cause illness to spread quickly throughout your cult. Cleaning messes and burying bodies will prevent the spread of illnesses. Well, we got a fertilizer. Oh yeah, we gotta indoctrinate.
You spare me.
Hungry. Okay, that one's kind of cute. We'll leave it as a donkey. But make you a red donkey.
Anyone that worships you yet?
Yep, we have one. I wish I could assign one to just clean. Okay. In the observation of our rites, we taste divinity. Through the study of our doctrine, we are blessed by the sacrament of the Lamb. Oh, I just have to declare new doctrine. Dance around the flames to increase the cult's faith. A bonfire ritual. I love the poison attacks. Preaching sermons, performing rituals, and providing for the needs of your followers will keep their faith high. The bones of your enemies are required to perform such rituals. Destroy their skeletons to gather their bones. Return to the lands of the old faith, gather bones from fallen enemies, recruit more followers, and return to perform a ritual here in the temple. One moment. Perform rituals in the temple. These usually raise faith or help you solve problems in the cult. Rituals are performed using the bones of your fallen enemies. After slaying a non-believer, desecrate their bodies to gather their bones, and use them to perform dark rituals at your temple.
I like it.
Pardon?
It's very cute.
And it's already the appropriate color. It's against sacrifice, but gain 10 faith when feeling ill. Yeah, chop trees. Okay.
I didn't even see that there was a clock in the corner.
Okay, so it's just the same thing each time. So, chance of poisoning enemies when attacking, it does 3 damage. Or cunning folk. And let's equip this. And I'm guessing this is like a curse. Entering the lands of the Bishop Leshy, those who do not follow the ways of the old faith will be destroyed.
Whoa.
Don't.
Don't what?
We both know. Don't.
No, we don't.
Okay, the flock is apparent. Toxic Coco, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream?
Tell me, Lamb, do you believe destiny in you people?
Increases chance to... I'm glad it was good. Hey, Twix, welcome back as well. How you guys doing tonight? Divine Strength or Rabbit's Foot? It's going pretty well. Having lots of fun playing the Sheepy Cult game. Chloe, which one do we get?
Go with the chest. Rabbit's foot.
This game is really enjoyable so far. Oh, Twix said strength. I'm sorry, I didn't see that in time.
All as it should be, as it ever was, as it always will be. I like the cryptic talking of that person.
Okay. I recommend it. Chloe and I here are going in blind. Alright. And I am now sitting up straighter. Okay, I think we should go up this route because it'll allow us to get the follower here. Listen, I'm so gay, I don't know how to sit straight. But yeah, we need as many followers as we can get. Sound agreeable to you, Chloe?
It is. As it always is.
Chloe?
Yes.
I'm starting to think we should have gotten the blueprint on that first run through.
Oh! Oh well.
Because we've gotten a lot of gold nuggets. We haven't gotten another blueprint.
It's a deer!
Oh, trust me, I am fully aware of the back pain not feeling good. I've had chronic back pain for over a decade now. Well, thank you for raiding. Let us rescue the crying deer. Thank you for raiding. Okay. Let us continue on our way. So, do we go the attacky-tacky route or the rocky-rocky route?
Attack. Always attack. Kill your enemies. Get their bones.
We don't want to get stoned?
There's always time for that later.
Oh crap, I forgot to steal the devotion. Okay. It gave me the devotion anyway. True. That's why I own knives.
Though it is true, the red crown sits upon the brow of another.
Yes, this is the chaotic Chloe in here with me.
Hi!
But how? We did everything we could to.
It matters not. We need not bother Imura with this. Deal with it, brother.
As you command, my sister.
That's a woman?
I'll hydrate after this battle.
Oh man, I should have done that as the fucking as the Lorax. I should have done his voice when I said that.
You have a Lorax voice?
No.
Do it. Do it now. Do the voice.
Nope.
Do the voice.
Nope.
Get it like that kid in Shrek Forever? Do the voice.
Do the war.
Do the voice.
Hold on. I'm too.
Hecarim says Danny DeVito impression when? Hopefully now.
I'm looking for a new Discord profile pic.
Do the voice! Or do the
my God.
roar!
Oh, demon.
Chloe, help.
Damon,
What?
did I ever tell you that I was studying Viking runes in like the alphabet in Norse alphabet and Viking alphabet?
I did not. Oh wait, yeah, I think you did tell me.
I can write full-on sentences in them now.
Nice.
I can write shit about people and they'll have no fucking clue what I'm doing.
Okay. Divine Curse or Diseased Heart? Damages everything on screen when hit? Yes.
Yeah. The fates have spoken. Who will listen?
Elu has already followed me on a different account. Oh! I stand corrected! I've gotten a blueprint.
I've been changing my Discord profile pic to one of my older ones.
So that it doesn't have a pink background for you?
Yes.
We do not like pink. Although, my phone
It's
charger...
green now.
My charger cord for my phone is currently pink.
My background's green now. I'm happy.
Nice. Ooh, nice, Toxic Coco. Would you prefer me to shorten your name to Toxic
blue.
or Coco? Wait. Heckram, are you the boy best 60? Alright, then I'll call you Coco for short, because Toxic is just, not very nice to call someone. Oh, Heckram.
Y'all vicious.
Alright, we've got 15 coins and 7 bones. Okay, let's go this way. Ooh, we got some meat.
Ha!
Wait, MCC Island is out? Barbatos. That's a character in a dating sim I play, actually.
What dating sim do you not play, Damon?
Furry ones? Alright, Twix, sleep well. Is that an axolotl? Chloe, I think this is an axolotl. I use he, him. Chloe? Pronouns are
I
asked.
use she, her.
I got Genshin Impact because it's free, or at least right now. But I haven't played it because I don't have room on my computer.
Bruh.
Don't even.
Don't even what?
The comment on the. Why are there so many of me?
To be fair, he's the only real the boy best. The rest are just trolling him. Oh yeah, a hydrate was
Stream pause. Oh. Okay, there it goes. Do not make the mistake of becoming the servant of your followers. They are for you to use to your advantage. Their faith is a resource. Spend it as you would gold, where you can always regain their trust with a well-placed gesture of kindness.
Well, I know there are 2 the boy bests that can be here. But I was saying that only one of the accounts speaking was actually.
Let it empower you. Let it give you license to do unspeakable things. Bend them to your will. I grant you the power to read their feeble little minds.
Elu, welcome to the stream. Chloe, do you know French? You live closer to French land than I do.
Is that because I... okay,
I am not a fan of cryptocurrency. Sorry, Chloe.
No, I wasn't doing anything.
I am also not a fan of NFTs. Guys, I'm a communist. I'm not a fan of money. Well, I like having money because you kind of need it to live, but I'm not a fan of its existence. If that makes sense.
How is your day going is what they were asking.
My day's going well. How about yours, Elu? Did you Google Translate?
Part of it. I can read some French, but not a lot.
Yeah, the only French I know is Bonjour, comment ça va, comme ci, comme ça. That's it.
I went to a French Walmart when I was in Montreal and Quebec a while ago.
Oh, don't speak of Montreal. I'm gonna have to go there. I'm gonna have to get surgery there. Ooh.
Good luck.
We can read their minds, Chloe. You have declared a doctrine which has granted you a new follower action.
I actually listen to French music from every now and then.
But can we keep the chat to English so that we can read it? Please. In the 6 years of French classes I had, I learned 1 bit of conversation. Yeah, just whisper me a link to your server and I'll join after stream. You can also, bit of a plug here. Type exclamation point, Discord to join my server. Where, I will sometimes post Among Us and, Goose Goose Duck codes.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
poor Hekram. But, please keep the chat to English. Please. When interacting with followers, this action will be available to you.
Make sure you go around looking for sickness and shit and all that other shit.
Shalom baka.
Thank you for the
Great.
points towards the speedrun challenge. Sorry.
It's okay. Great leader, the cult is growing by the day. It is time you gave it a name. Damn it, we can name it!
Okay. This is the last time I'm gonna say, please keep the chat to English. I want to be able to read chat. Please. Thank you.
Mercy.
No. What shall we name our cult? Last one, but it's to be shared among all of you. So, last one total, while we decide the name of the cult. What shall we call it, Chloe?
I
I kinda want to call it memes.
do it.
The cult of... Wait. Cult of the meme.
Or hell, call it Animal Crossing because we're at a crossroads.
Correct. Hekram is the one that subbed. Pardon? Chloe?
Oh, ignore me.
I mean, it was a Twitch Prime. I don't expect people to actually spend money on me.
Cult of the meme. That has a nice ring to it.
I'm a memer. Let us find some fertilizer. See the thoughts of a follower. Okay, they need somewhere to sleep. We need the sleeping bags. This is not a furry cult. Okay, but last one, okay? Yes. I don't think we need a body pit yet. Farmer station allows farmers to water nearby crops. Seed silo, put seeds here for your followers to sow. Listen, we're not a furry. It's just the art style of the game. Alright. Sleep well. Toxic. Or Coco. Sleep well. I gotta allow this message. Sleep well. Have a good one. Gotta start with
We
a
eat
sermon?
the bodies.
We don't have any bodies yet, silly piggy.
But if we did, we'd eat them.
I mean, probably. No! Oh wait, I forgot to accept the new followers before doing this.
How dare you!
Wait, what? I think we'll have to, get another game soon. Indoctrinating followers is well and good, but there is so much more you can take from them. Give them gifts, complete quests, and perform blessings for them, and you will increase their loyalty to you. Once they are totally loyal to you, they will give you everything they own. I mean, we both have Who's Your Daddy, which is that game where a dad tries to keep his baby from killing itself.
I launched myself in the road from a fucking lawnmower.
And the car launched itself away. Wait, Who's Your Daddy is 90% off now? I just bought it twice at full price. That's some bullshit.
Bullshit.
16, or not 16, like $6 a piece. Oh. The hot dog game is 90% off. Okay, then I'll be doing that. Okay. Okay, I gotta readjust my chat placement because I realized some stuff was cut off. Watch as I show you. You, follower, come back in here. Oh, it's our first one. Our piggy. Increase a follower's loyalty. Ooh. Well, thank you for donating to the speedrun challenge. I will be extending it until it actually gets filled. I just went with the automatic. I thought it would go fast enough. Increase a follower's loyalty to level them up, and they will reward you with devotion and a commandment stone fragment. Each time a follower levels up, they will generate additional devotion. Oh, I'll be speedrunning Minecraft. Alright, gotta posture check. I don't know what that means. I will be trying to complete Minecraft fast. While people forcibly restart my run. I don't really watch much speedrun content, but I thought it might be fun to go in blind. To increase their loyalty, you can give a follower a blessing once a day when you interact with them. You can also give them gifts, complete quests for them, perform sermons, and many other actions. I don't know. I'll go with the flow. Pardon?
You'll get there when you get there.
Exactly. I will be going with random seeds. The more loyal followers you have, the stronger you'll become. I have much to teach you, but I am old and grow weary. Visit me at my home and I will show you how to harness the true power of the Red Crown.
I think they want it for themselves. I still think they're gonna betray us.
I don't think they're strong enough to.
You never know, Damon.
We have an axe.
And they have knowledge. Sometimes knowledge is way more powerful than an actual weapon.
Salamat kayo na ba? Go.
Convert me to your cult, I will follow your teachings faithfully.
Gretty.
This one looks like a Runa.
Pardon?
The deer, it looks like it would be named Runa. That's what I'm gonna call it.
I don't know what educated, perfect, or standard travel means. I don't really watch speedruns. I've never done a speedrun. Exactly, we'll get there when we get there. Okay. You know what? You can worship. Isn't this an axolotl?
Please spare me.
He's so cute. I kind of want to leave the name Barbatos. Just because it's kind of cute. Yeah, let's get more lumber. Probably with Dream. I saw that they were hanging out today. Okay. This corner will be where the followers sleep. Okay, that's plenty. Alright, see you, Heckram. Have a good one. I will be personally building these sleeping bags. See the thoughts of the
Oh.
Ow.
Talagang ba yan? Siya naman ka pala.
Great leader, when times are tough.
Sorry,
It's okay.
I was a bit zoned out.
It's okay.
Let us cook grassy gruel.
Ew.
Listen, they're the ones that wanted it.
There's a spider.
Don't say that word. I'm trying to ignore the thing. Okay. Now anyone who wants to can eat. Excuse me. That's my wood. And we got a morsel. Okay, it is now day 5. E. I haven't heard of Clone Zone in the Danger Zone. Or Clone Drone in the Danger Zone. How much is it? Give blessing. Ooh. It'll be a while before I'll be able to afford a $20 game again. You know what? While I'm here... Let's make them plenty of food. You have burnt this meal and it cannot be eaten by your followers. Clean away this unsightly mess. Cook more food so your followers actually have something to eat, and be more careful next time.
So, remember that game that you wanted me to play forever ago? That you were having that thing with?
Which game?
The Raid Shadow thingy?
Raid Shadow? Oh, Raid Shadow Legends.
Yeah.
The one I had a sponsorship from.
Yeah.
What about it?
I'm still playing it. I've had it on in the background for a while, so I'm just collecting loot.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't play it as much as I did for when I did it for you. But...
Because when you were playing it for me, it was kind of on a time limit.
That, and I'm an overachiever. I like to level fast.
Listen, I'm not sponsored by them anymore.
Oh, I know. I know. But, like, a few of the characters look kind of cute, so I've kept playing it.
Yeah, this place is gross. If you don't clean this up, someone will get sick.
Oh.
Okay, I need to clean 2 poop and 1 vomit. Okay. I'm harvesting plenty of berries. Okay.
Wow, you did it, truly. You're without a flaw. I am grateful, great leader.
I have a few games that I'm waiting to play. But I want to finish some of the games I have on the go right now. You know? I should probably, cook up everything I can. I don't know. It didn't even show me what you were trying to say. Okay, we are at the Lonely Shack. Is that a possum or a rat?
It's cute.
If it's a rat, I don't want it.
It's cute.
I have a rat problem. I don't like rats.
It's cute.
You have discovered my humble cottage. Be careful you don't make the same mistakes I did, or you will end up in a place just like this. Now, perhaps a game of knucklebones. You don't know it? Why, it's simple. Step up to the table and I will show you. Okay. A dice game of risk and reward. Your score is calculating by adding all your dice together. When dice of the same number are placed in the same column, multiply their value. Destroy your opponent's dice by matching yours to theirs. I'll put it over here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Give me a 6, will ya? I'll put it here. Yes!
At 69.
Nope, you can have up to 8 players, I think. But the game is glitchy as hell, and I'm not gonna be playing it on stream because it's just so glitchy.
And plus, you know, you can't control what comes out of my mouth.
True. I mean, we do record it. There's a high risk of it glitching out and not working, but... We win. By the one below, you're a natural. Here, you've earned yourself a prize. Well, it gives an extra heart. Now you've had a taste of the game. Care to wager some coin? Do you want to play another game?
Yes.
Should we wager 5 coins?
Yeah.
That's thoughtful. Man, Ratao is just not being very smart.
Actually, he's going based on strategy.
Yeah, but you'd want the 5s in a row or to cancel out my 5.
But if he puts them on either row, instead of all together, it won't cancel out.
Yeah, but he's about to lose. He's gotta cancel them out or else I'll just fill up
I
the
know.
board and win.
I know.
The AI isn't very smart. It seems fortune is not on my side. No matter, you played well. I don't want the rest of the stream being Dice Simulator. I must thank you. By relieving me of my duties, you have granted me what I desire most. Peace. Now that I have taught you everything you need to know, I can pass my days playing Knucklebones. I have friends on their way to join me for a game or two as we speak. A rowdy bunch, to be sure. But now I am retired, I am free to enjoy myself. Cult of the meme. Yep, everyone's sleeping well.
There's poop.
Where was it? I didn't see it. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
There's another poop.
Where?
Top corner.
There we go. Their food.
Another bug.
Can you
by the
believe I only
house
have
thing.
like 40 gigs of free space on my computer at any given time, max?
Oof.
What would this do? Oh, upgrade temple and shrine. So, we'll probably be doing that next. Let's go off and battle. Finally, let us end this. I'll be awaiting you in my temple. Come, witness true power. Oh yeah, this goes fast. What's so funny?
Nothing.
It goes fast. And I knew that grass would be needed. I've already run out. May as well go back and get the full health. Now that I'm down a point.
Aren't we supposed to get a full extra heart?
I think it's just a possibility to get the full extra heart from those tarot readings.
Tell me, Lamb, do you believe in destiny immutable?
So we can reveal the map, or a hard offer to vow made.
Map. All as it should be, as it ever was, as it always will be.
We always need more followers.
Yes.
It's a bunny!
It's a bunny! Oh, it's a bun. It's a Mr. Bun.
Okay, now let's get the foods. Shall we go to the shop?
Yes.
I'm assuming it's a shop. Ambrosia.
Northwest Polo, Castle Polo, Hot Polo.
We lived 3 summer days. I could fill my heart with such delight. More than 50 common years.
Makapa, Hasapala.
You need listen only to your heart, for there lie your truest desires.
Follower form. Commandment stone fragment.
Oh, but a thing of beauty is a thing of joy forever.
A small gift to give to our followers. And a big gift for our followers. Oh yeah, I forgot you can dodge roll. It's not a usual part of my... Gotta love a poison blade. Ooh, now we
I'll
can
be-
get spells. Pardon?
I'll be right back. I just gotta use the bathroom.
Okay. Are we all but players in this game of chance? Uh-oh. Your persistence is beginning to annoy me, little lamb. You may think yourself clever. You may think yourself righteous in your service to him. But you should not be so trusting of the Chained One. Oh well, it's too late for talk. One such as you deserves no absolution. This will not end well for you. Hey, kiddo, keep your eyes off of my fishies. There ain't enough for the both of us. The best fishing can be found at Pilgrim's Passage. Where's that, you say? Let me show you. See? Now get out of here. His mouth's on the top of his head. Oh well. Still stole his fishies. Okay. I grow tired of you, little lamb. Time to put an end to this frivolous masquerade. Okay then. Achievement unlocked. See no evil. Heart of the Heretic. You have taken the beating heart of a heretic. Well, this got dark. The Red Crown can feast upon this heart to unlock new crown abilities. Visit the altar in your temple to unleash the true power of the Red Crown.
What a miss.
I killed Leshy and took his still beating heart.
Ooh.
They got the Leshy trophy. The
In
trophy
some
for
ancient
killing
myths,
Leshy.
if you kill a Leshy and eat their heart, you gain immortality.
Pardon?
In some myths, if you kill a Leshy and you eat its heart, you can gain immortality.
Wait,
Others, you become the beast itself.
a Leshy is an actual thing in mythology?
Yeah.
Huh?
Did you not hear me earlier when you first encountered it? When I told you to put your shirt inside out, put your socks on backwards, and stand against a tree and cross your eyes?
I thought you were being a meme lord, and also I didn't really hear you that well.
Oh.
We both know my hearing's not the best.
That's okay. Hi, Cynthia.
Oi, Cynthia.
You just jumped up beside me. Super girl.
Okay. We got 99 bones of our enemies.
Hell yeah. Now we can make a lot of bonfires to dance around. She fell before you like a grain of sand before a tidal wave. Good girl.
What is a shepherd without a flock? Let's give a gift.
Oh.
Let's unlock this. Shelter. Let's do a sermon. Crap, I forgot to indoctrinate the new follower again.
You should do a ritual next.
After I indoctrinate the new
Yeah.
member. Increase the starting levels of weapons when you begin a new crusade. Okay, let's go back.
Please spare me. It's Mr. Bun Bun.
Shall we keep it a bun bun or make it a fox? Or a
No,
cat?
keep it a Bun Bun, please.
Okay. A red bun bun. The bun bun has no good traits. Okay.
Yeah.
Spelled
Yeah.
seed silo.
Good girl. I see poops.
I'll get him. Yes. I hate how hard it is to move this stuff.
Leader, it would be so funny if we pulled some hilarious pranks on Barbados. They are a real picky eater, so let's make them eat poop.
Accept quest or decline and lose 35 faith.
Come on, pranks, 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 pranks.
Okay, now where was that poop you saw? While we're in the area, let's finish up these. Ooh, I can sacrifice a follower to be resurrected. Once a day, meal to receive an extra heart. Focus whilst on a crusade to instantly return to base. Receive a diseased heart at the beginning of each crusade run. I like this one. You've unlocked a new crown ability. You will begin each new crusade with a diseased heart. Diseased heart damage all enemies in the room when you take a hit. Now let us do a ritual. Oh, it's on cooldown.
That sucks.
Reassure them that death is not the end. I think that we'll go with afterlife. The necessity of sacrifice or the comfort of the afterlife. The belief in sacrifice trait. Plus 20 faith when another cult member is sacrificed. Only lose 5 faith when a follower dies instead of 20. Well, we're eventually going to need to sacrifice members in order to not die, so I think this is a good, do you agree?
I agree.
I think it's a good investment. You have declared a doctrine which has imbued your followers with a new trait. This trait will be applied to all members of the cult and will change how their faith is affected by events. Okay. Why they hide it? Let's cook one bowl of poop. Which one is Barbatos?
Top one, I think.
Oh, axolotl friend. See the thoughts of a follower.
Wait, it says how old they are?
Yeah.
Huh. They are enjoying that bowl of shit.
You know what? To make it up, let's give a big gift. A bed has collapsed?
Well, they are sleeping bags.
Yeah, I've never heard of a sleeping bag collapsing before.
Oh, leader, you are so funny. We are so lucky to have such a leader with such great sense of humor.
What's an offering statue? Yeah, let's get the offering statue. Oh, wait. What's this? There's a prison.
Oh,
Okay.
two followers are arguing.
Ooh, missionaries. Where are they arguing?
Those two that are right beside you, they were arguing.
Well, at least they aren't anymore.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah.
You sound like you got the sniffles.
Oh, it's because I'm allergic to cats, and well, I have 4. I'm not giving up my fur babies though. If that's how I go, that's how I go.
Let's try. Down to here.
Well, look what the tire dragged in.
His mouth's on top of its head.
What are you standing there for? Think I'm gonna fish for you? I'm not one of your mindless acolytes. Oh, so
I do not
close.
understand this.
I think you have to hold it and kind of like follow that. Like try and keep
Oh.
pace with it.
Thank you. I was so confused.
That's so useless after all. Listen, perhaps we can help one another. I happen to caught some extremely valuable treasures in my time. Things that a fish like me, or I mean a fisherman like me, has no use for. But to you, well, look like you can use some valuable things. I like that voice, by the way. Can you understand it a little bit?
Yeah.
Below these waves lurk some of the hardest beasts to catch that ever lived. I've been trying for years. If you can snag them, these treasures are yours. I don't know where this voice came from, but I'm going with it. Catch me a crab, a lobster, an octopus, and a squid. Take this as a gesture of good faith between two non-fish friends. We eat it.
You don't like fish.
No, I really don't.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely how this works.
So I was right.
Yes. squids.
Oh, the little squid. Wonderful. Here, take this. Caught it maybe 50 years ago. No use to me.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Hello again, princess.
Cynthia came back.
Kitty.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I'm just fishing. Oops. Pinch me, is that a crab? This gave me such a fright, I thought I'd hooked a whale. It's yours now. There's nothing left. Yes, fish. Now let's destroy the local landscape. For resources. I don't want to buy a follower form. Now what's in here? Who dares enter our sacred house of light? Yes, deforestation. Apologies, it's just that the lighthouse is getting dimmer no matter how hard we worship, and the ships keep sinking on the rocks.
What the fuck?
I don't know. No ships means no new pilgrims to walk the sacred path. If only our leader was here, she would know what to do. We have not seen her since she went for a walk on the pier late one night. We begged her not to go. We all know of the teeth in the darkness, but she would not listen. Now we have no choice but to pray until the lighthouse is lit once more. All hail the mighty light! Our prayers have been answered!
They're fucking lazy.
Or just dumb.
Yeah.
Thank you, O Bright One, for sending this lamb to save us. Now our pilgrims will return to our shores. For restoring the light, we pledge ourselves to you. We are your unworthy servants, mighty lamb. We will pray to you in your great light on this shrine. Please bathe in our adoration.
So, wanna know what took me a while?
What?
My cat went outside, and there's skunks outside, so I tried to get my cat back. He went across the street to the neighbor's house, where where he wants to prowl. So, we're just hoping he doesn't get sprayed.
Hopefully. He does not want to get sprayed.
No, he does not. Oh, great leader in the light, what do you know about the tarot cards? I cannot use them myself, but I find them often when walking by the sea. Even though they are half drowned or buried in sand, they do not tear or warp. Isn't that odd? Some say the cards reveal fate. I say the cards are 25 each. Interested?
Not right now.
I had a lover once who went to the sea and never came back. They used to lay flowers by my door. Flowers suit the young and the beautiful best. They have no place with me. Are they flirting with us? Ooh. Please buy them. Bring them only sadness now.
Gold flooring, you are the leader after all. A wheelbarrow filled with flowers, or brick flooring, follow the road. There's no fish left.
Well, you can dump the man into the lake and try and fish him out.
I hit tab out of habit from Minecraft. Okay,
That's
we'll
okay.
go here. Cult of the meme. Ooh. Possess a follower with the spirit of a demon so that they can join you on your next crusade. Yo. I had to. I really, really had to. We want
You should
to
have
get-
that by the temple.
Ooh, yes. Like here?
Yeah.
Or wait, no, we want it like in front. We can put it here.
Okay.
It's nice and aesthetic there.
They all look orange instead of red.
Listen, they're supposed to be red, it's just the lighting. Building
Yes,
from a
whack
distance.
that ground.
Pardon?
I said yes, whack that ground.
Listen, if I try to get closer, it wants me to speak to a follower. Who should it see? This one has 0 positive traits. Now let's do some tidying up around here. Oh, I have no wood.
Not yet.
I used the last of it on the summoning circle. Now let's go back to here. See if this re-rolls the fish. Yes.
This is a big boy.
They just need a squid and a lobster. Or no, an octopus and a lobster.
Yes.
Because squid was the first thing we got.
Octopus! Finally, an octopus. As soon as I pull these power worms, any immortal will have need of this. That's where you come in. I love how we were once a peaceful lamb, and now we are this.
Well, we got sacrificed. This game is really about the dangers
We
of
let
murder.
it happen to us.
Pardon?
We let it happen to us.
This game's really about the dangers of murder.
Yes.
That's my theory, anyway.
That's okay.
But that's just a theory. A game theory.
Damon, no.
Damon, yes.
Damon,
Damon, yes.
no. You got crabs.
I've already gotten a crab.
That went over your head.
No, I just chose to ignore it.
Okay.
That is 3 crabs in a row. Why did you do this?
I have done nothing. It was their fault.
The game heard you.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
If it did, give us a lobster now. Please. See, it didn't hear me.
No, it's just being contrarian. Oh, it's so pretty at night. So much tuna. They're gonna be having a lot of tuna casserole back at the cult.
Ew.
To the tuna, not the casserole, right?
Yeah. All fish and seafood products make me very nauseous.
Because casserole is actually really good. Especially for how cheap and easy it is.
I don't think I've ever actually had a casserole.
Take a starch, add 2 cans of vegetables, and preferably a meat.
Oh, so like a shepherd's
then-
pie?
You mix it all together and stick it in the oven.
So, shepherd's pie.
I mean, sort of. I prefer reverse shepherd's pie, which isn't made as
Potato
a
on the bottom.
Pardon?
Reverse where it's potatoes on the bottom.
Yep, and then the meat and corn and sometimes gravy on top. But it doesn't get baked. You cook it up and then you put it on in layers. And then if you're my father, you mix it up anyway.
I think my cat is trapped somewhere. Hold on.
Okay.
One cat was trapped in my brother's room. I heard him pawing at the door.
Aw, poor bub.
I know, I wouldn't want to be trapped in my brother's room either. Fucking reeks in there.
Now let's do the offering statue. Let's take a quick look around. What does Hargrave need? Glorious leader, some elders have been cast from their cult and now seek a place to enjoy their final years. Maybe we should let them join ours. Yeah, I'll recruit them.
Please spare me.
You are now Thordy. And you will now dye your fur red. We already have a wolf. You will be a fox. A redder fox. I am too old and frail, great leader. I have but a few days left.
Wow, how did you do it? Wow, you did it. Truly, you are without a flaw. I am grateful, leader. Or grateful, great leader. Now my brain's fucking up.
The dyslexia is kicking in.
I went so good for so long.
Okay. Why are all of them? I need you to work and chop trees. Oh, no tasks available. Why is this taking so long? Seriously, why is this taking so long?
I sure would like to tell you,
Chloe,
but
why?
you would not believe me.
Chloe!
I would give it a shot.
Chloe.
You would ground me. You would, wouldn't you?
Let's repair this. Repair this. Repair this. Repair this. Tastes better than it looks. Oh my god. Let's cook all of these. Now to chop up this tree. Did I not learn from the last one?
It would seem not possible.
Chloe, stop!
I sure would like to try, but I can't.
I'm about to make a channel points reward pun blocker. Banning puns for a certain period of time.
Or a grounded one.
We need the lumber. And I need to collect all of this. Okay, so let's put this building right here.
Selamat ka na, ayun.
Chloe, you there?
I am. Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm reading 2 things at a time.
Sorry.
Leader, that was hilarious. Let's do it again. I know Barbatos will find the funny side of it. Or poop.
It'll have to wait until night. Alright. Now let's make a bowl of poop. So I need to unlock an outhouse for them to poop in. Unfortunately, it is not unlocked yet. This is just cruel. Down 20. Speak to Barbatos. I'm putting you on bed rest.
I can't believe they fell for it again. I couldn't stop laughing. How did they manage to finish the whole thing without realizing?
The prison is gonna be the next thing built.
Excuse me.
I said prison's next.
Excuse me. Jesus. Jesus.
Okay. I need lots and lots of lumber. Yeah, let's put Head Gray out on the missionary for lumber. Now let's continue on the search for the lobster. Come on, just give me a lobster. It is giving me everything but a lobster. You seeing this shit? give me a lobster. I want to know what that four corners thing is.
Come on, fishy. Come on, fishy.
I don't want fishy, we want lobster. The
Come on,
cockroaches of the
crustacean.
sea.
Come on, crustacean.
Can you tell I'm not a fan of lobster?
Yes.
Honestly, I don't understand people who can eat the stuff. You're paying, what, $100 for a glorified marine cockroach? No thanks. I will admit the blue ones are pretty. I've seen a few in my time. Honestly, I didn't know they were as rare as they are.
Really?
No, because I've seen multiple. There are restaurants around here that have, like, live lobster tanks. And whenever they get a blue one in, they don't serve it, they just keep it for the summer, and then release it at the end of the summer. When they're closing down for the season. I'd rather not go with one that can cause illness. If at all possible. See the thoughts of the follower. Okay. They're happy here. Can I give a sermon? Yes.
No, 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 no.
This game is so much fun. Yeah, let's teach them the true meaning of obedience. We can teach them to murder a follower or perform a ritual at the temple in which you can ascend a follower's spirit to a higher plane of existence. Which sounds like murdering a follower. Which one do we want to do? Murder followers that get on our nerves. Or ascend followers.
Ascend.
Yeah, it just sounds like a murder with less upsetty spaghettis. Rituals. Shall we ascend a follower?
Which one deserves it?
The one that keeps trying to poison Barbatos.
Okay.
Which is not showing up on here.
Did they die?
I don't think.
Maybe they died.
They're not showing up as an option. Oh, I didn't realize they were asleep. I woke everyone up. Ah, yeah. Just shit. Where you eat. Isn't there a saying, don't shit where you eat? There are fewer people than there should be, I think. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, we're missing 7. We're missing 2. That is concerning. Oh, 8. Maybe we're the 9th? Okay, there are no longer enough beds for all of the followers. Okay. Are they questioning us?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay, go ahead.
I don't know about all this. If you were truly a great leader, wouldn't this place look nicer? Okay, let's build decorations. But tuck them out of the way. I literally do not have any grass. Alright, looks like we're going sleighing. One of the chains has snapped. Hopefully this will give us some grass. Next one is Anura.
Spooky.
Entering the lands of the Bishop Heket. Those who do not follow the ways of the old faith will be destroyed. Give grass. That's the entire reason I'm here. I need grass. Okay.
Lend yourself the draw of a card.
Grow fat on the zeal of your foes. Enemies will drop 3 times more fervor. I don't really use it. Diseased heart! Now I have 2 diseased hearts. Maybe it'll double up on the diseased heart damage. That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I got the last one of these.
Pathetic, shriveling, vile puppet to the Red Crown. You have failed the youngest of us. We are the bishops of the old faith. We protect against heresies such as yours. We are the guardians of the last of the true world, and we shall not tolerate such blasphemy. It's kicking in.
The dyslexia awakens.
Your sins are many, and for that your loyal followers must suffer. They shall starve.
Where am I, leader?
Wow, what a dick move.
There's food at home. I left plenty. I have taken to making food in bulk so they can never complain that there isn't any food. I think that's a pretty good strategy.
Follower.
Yes. He's a frog. I am surrounded by fools that don't see my genius, but you see it, don't you, lamb? Admit your stupidity and my intellectual superiority, and I will be yours to command. I mean, it's just a little lie.
Brute force. Brute force.
It's just a little lie.
Brute force.
But what if it just won't be ours? I think the brute force is referring to the ones we get when the bishops have someone attack us. He's so cute. I don't want to lose him. Perhaps you are not as stupid as you look. It's just a little lie. We're doing much worse than little lies. Like destroying the little guy's home.
Burn it to the ground.
We don't have fire, but we did slash it to the ground. Alright, now let's... Wait, did something steal a diseased heart? Because I'm down to 1.
Yeah.
Let's get an extra heart. I like having a lot of health.
Okay.
You sound tired.
A little bit.
This'll be the last fight of the stream. I'll just make sure everyone's fed and then we can finish up. How's that?
Okay.
Good shit. So scared. The pumpkin seeds will reward a lot more than the pumpkins will, I think.
Good.
Pardon?
Good.
Unless the pumpkins give seeds when harvested. Then I messed up. But...
You see me here in chains, reduced to nothing, but it has not always been thus. I was bound to this wretched place by the bishops of the old faith. They betrayed me and left me to rot. Each one of their 4 chains that bind me are guarded by one of the bishops. Destroy the bishop, and you break the chain. Break all 4, and I will be freed. I gave you life anew, vessel, and now you must repay the debt. You know what must be done. To defeat the bishops, you will need to become stronger. Sacrifice a follower to absorb more power, and this will aid you in your quest to free me.
Sacrifice a follower to grow your strength and unlock new abilities and weapons. Higher level followers will be more valuable when sacrificed. I'm thinking we sacrifice the old guy because he's not of much use. Like, he can't even worship. Great leader, we can't rely on your crusades to bring us wood and stone. Let us build a lumber yard and stone mine, so through our sweat and toil you may grow rich in these resources. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. We need a lumber yard. Because we need lumber. Okay. Let us put it in this corner. I did it, leader. I have retrieved what you were after from my missionary. I managed to find 37 lumber whilst on my mission. Now let's cook.
Oh, that one's tired.
Because he just went on a missionary. Up. Demands of the follower. Sleep. Now let's pick the berries. Who is gravely ill? Bed rest. I'm just doing these little bits of housekeeping before we go. Because I don't know if it does this stuff all online. I doubt it would, but you know, just in case.
Okay.
Can't hurt, right?
Yeah. Let's do break it back.
Kailangan ba yan?
Please, spare me. Humor. It's a cute name. Faithless. Wait, I made you red. We'll tend to
denied.
the farms.
It looks like a snot bubble.
Red. You know what? I will make you this. The skeptic that ignores dissenters. Chop trees. You happen to have tomorrow off?
I do.
Do you want to play this again tomorrow night?
Sure.
I am loving this game. It's just so cute. Why is the worship low? Heal the wielder from the life force of a slain foe. Using certain weapons. What makes a virtuous follower? Generate devotion 15% faster, or increase work speed by 15%.
Do the faith.
The devotion already builds up faster than I can collect it, though. Like, well, by the time I get back from being gone, it's overflowing. I think the working faster will be more useful right now.
Alright.
But this might be more useful in the long term. Yeah, fuck it. Can't hurt, right? Let's perform a ritual. Who shall we sacrifice?
Everybody.
This is the one that keeps getting people killed. Or not killed, but sick. This one doesn't match our aesthetic.
No, 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 no! You should have got the one that everyone's getting sick.
We'll deal with that one after. This one doesn't match our aesthetic. That is a bigger crime. If I must. They're all quite happy. Now I just gotta, deal with this. Let's clean this up. You're on bed rest. Let's fix the bed. Let's fix the bed. Now let's make up some food. Oh my god.
What?
Minced follower meat.
I knew cannibalism would be in here somewhere.
Let's not do the instant death meal. Okay. You can go and get meat. Now. We have that. Oh yeah, we needed decorations. We just needed to place 3 for that quest. Nope. I'm trying to speak to you. Trying to speed up the building process. Please, just let me build. It's not gonna work out.
Shalom baka.
I guess that's a bit better. the refinery. A reality. Yeah, I need to stop soon. Let's add in the prison real quick. Decorations. And let's make a refinery. More advanced structures require consecrated resources. Consecrated resources are made up of base resources. Unlock and build a refinery to be able to consecrate resources. Queue up an order at the refinery and a follower will automatically come to consecrate the resources for you. Alright. You ready for the outro, Chloe? Chloe? You still here? Chloe?
Sorry.
It's okay. You ready for the outro? I think you
My
kind of...
Wi-Fi stopped.
Oh. Old guy, kicketh the buttons. A follower has died. Commiserations on your loss. Corpses are not good for sanitation and are likely to cause other followers to get sick. You need to bury your follower in a body pit or grave to prevent them from going rotten. Of course, that is a lot of meat to just go to waste. Let's harvest the meat.
Cannibalism.
Uh-oh. Okay, there is no longer a body left. So, ready for the outro?
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this stream and want to catch more, follow me over here on Twitch. Just hit the follow button, or if you're watching on YouTube, hit the link down in the description. If you're watching here on Twitch and haven't subscribed to me on YouTube yet, why don't you do that? Just type !YouTube or hit the link in my bio. Chloe, are there any closing statements you would like to make?
Tune in next time, and you might see me joining Damon in one of the curious adventures we do.
Thank you so much for watching. Let's see if there's anyone I can read. Yep, there is. So, thank you so much for watching. This is Damon from Transformed Gaming, signing off.